Hey everyone. Let's see, we're trying to get
Hello.
hi.
I think it
We are
is.
we're on. I just don't know why. Our live for our Q and A's. So we wanted to create this to kind of educate you guys on any questions that you may be having, but also um, to just educate you in general so you can know what you are needing to do for your everyday life with skincare. First of all, my name is Nicole Almgare. I'm the owner of True Reflection Skin Professionals and House of Aesthetics. And this is Hannah, our handy dandy esthetician and cosmetologist here at the House of Aesthetics and True Reflection Skin Professionals. So we wanted to come on. There has been a lot of questions happening over the past few years, and I've never just dedicated time for Q&As. So here we are. We will go ahead and answer some questions that have been asked, but since we are live, we want to give you guys the opportunity to actually ask your questions here live on the feed, and we will answer them as soon as we see them, or we will try to as soon as we see them.
Yes.
So first is first, Hannah, do you want to read our first question for us?
Yes. So the first question is it normal to break out from the food that you eat?
So what would you say about that?
Yes, 100%.
It is normal. It's totally normal. We all do it. First of all, we all have reactions to certain things that we eat in one way or another. It doesn't have to always be acne. But go ahead. What were you going to say with that answer?
Well, first, if you are acne prone or you have more acneic skin, a lot of triggers for that will be things that you eat. A lot of things containing citric acid, like oranges, lemons, things like that. Fried foods, a lot of dairy. So all of the good things, unfortunately,
Yes.
that sounds really good, can be triggers for acne and cause breakouts. So with that, there are things that you can have, but you just have to be careful and watch out because it'll definitely cause some
Reactions. Yeah. So we have a really good list. We have a list of and foods that will trigger acne, that are just known to trigger acne. But we also have foods that will actually help reduce the appearance of your acne. So we are we work with professional lines that have done the research and done the hard work so that we can provide you an easy outlet and just so you can be educated. The more educated you are, you'll be able to control your breakouts. The reason we started with a breakout question for acne is because, as I've said the past 2 days, we are celebrating Acne Awareness Month. So just educating you guys on why you break out and how to remedy that. And Hannah had an excellent answer for that regarding acne, but there are so many reactions to food out there. People get itchiness, they get swelling, they get hives, they can get psoriasis, eczema. There's so many different types of reactions that you can get as an allergy or sensitivity to a certain food. If you're having reactions, I would say a great solution is to get allergy tested for food. That could be muscle testing through a professional, or it can be the traditional like needle poking or blood work done. So you can always have those solutions as well. Let's go to question number 2.
Okay, question number 2 is why do we break out on certain areas of our face?
Great question. So I kind of answered that yesterday with our, what did I do? It was a real or a live? I think it was a live or a real. I don't know. And then again, the day before in that story. But we have a question on I think it's our Instagram that we will get back to in a second. But so the answer to that is we have zones on our face. So we have a zone here, 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 even our neck, chest, and back of our neck, and our back, our body zones. And what it means is when you're inflamed in a certain area of the face, your internal organ is being triggered by something. So so the best way to address that is we have a face map. And if anybody wants or needs a copy of that. We can email it over really quickly. And it doesn't just have to do with acne, you guys. It has to do with rosacea, hyperpigmentation, your adrenals. There is so many different reasons why you have reactions on your face. And we have a really good guide that'll help you find your solutions for those reactions. Was that a good answer? Mm-hmm. Would you say so? Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think the tool that we use the most, especially in the treatment room, is the osmosis map that we're able to see. So that's a really good tool to have.
Yeah.
Like Nicole said, if you ever need a copy, you can let us know.
Yeah, that way if you ever have a reaction or your family ever has a reaction, you guys can kind of know how to guide them and then send them to us so we can help professionally kind of just help you out with the products that we carry because we know a little bit more about it. One of the questions was on our Instagram, what is the best products for over 40 years old? This goes for men too, you guys. It's not just women. Men need skincare too if they want to feel great and look great at the same time like us. But so the best products, I would say you need to be on a really good cleanser. And that cleanser really depends on your skin type, whether you're oily, dry. We have different types for different, of course, types of skin. But the most important things are, there's 4 products that come to mind. One is a Stim Factor product. What that one is doing is it's actually creating a really good environment for the new cells that are being generated. So we exfoliate. Our body naturally turns over the skin cells. As we age, it takes longer to do that. So the new cells that are coming up, it's creating a really good environment, a healthy environment for our cells to be healthy, right? The next one would be our Rescue. Rescue is an epidermal repair serum. Once you put Stim Factor and Rescue on, you immediately see like a glass glow, first of all. So aesthetically, that is all you need to hear, right? But as far as what it's doing to the skin, it's actually repairing anything going on, inflammation, any trauma to the skin. In the moment, it's healing that. The next thing that we would recommend for ages 40 and up is our retinaldehyde. And notice that I say retinaldehyde and not a retinol. It's a very good topic that we'll go into in a little bit, but our retinaldehyde is the product for ages 40 and up would be Renew. And that, or maybe it's correct. I think it's correct. It's correct because there's certain ingredients inside of that retinaldehyde for that specific age group because our skin depletes a certain way at that age. And as you get older, it'll deplete a different way. And so we have a different retinaldehyde for that that has different ingredients for that. And then it would be our 4th product, actually 5 because we have SPF. We have SPF
yes,
in all things.
SPF is so cool.
But Catalyst MD is our 4th product. What that product is doing is actually repairing your DNA in your cells from years and years and years ago that is just now resurfacing onto the surface of the skin. It also helps with acne pitting. Like I said, it's like scar revision and in a bottle. So those would be our 4 plus our SPF main ingredient or products for 40 years and older. Great question. Thank you, Jennifer. And then we'll go on to our next question.
So the next question is, what kind of acne do I have and how do I treat it?
Okay. So I'll let you answer that because you did that yesterday pretty well, I think. Right?
Did I?
Did you? Or maybe it was me.
Maybe
I did that.
I suggested the question.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's what it was.
But
okay. So the different types of acne.
Yes. So there's 2 main factors that play in seeing what kind you have and how to treat it. So first is inflamed and then non-inflamed acne. Based on that alone, you can tell a lot on how to go about with treating it and what products to use. So with that, also where it is around your face as well is going to be a main factor. And as far as how to treat it, There's a lot of different actives that people know of, like niacinamide, glycolic, salicylic, all the acids. So the main ones for something that's going to be inflamed is salicylic. Salicylic acid is going to take away all that inflammation, which is what we want to deal with first and target first, and then we can move on to targeting all the non-inflamed acne, which would something more like glycolic acid would be good. Mandelic is good as well, for both. If your skin is a little bit more sensitive and it can't tolerate the salicylic or like glycolic, then mandelic is a better option as well for more sensitive skin.
Yeah, and then not just that, we have internal products that are so important for your body to be able to treat the acne. So we have sulfur, or not, that's zinc. I'm sorry, zinc. Sulfur is topical.
Yes.
We have zinc for internal. That is huge. It takes out inflammation from the internal. So what we're doing, of course, on the inside, it will reflect on the outside. Mm-hmm. So how do you treat it? You want to go about treating it internally and externally. Next question I'll ask. Why should I wear sunscreen if it's not sunny? Wait, did I skip a question?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why are you using
Okay, but let's answer that one first.
Okay.
So we'll go back to that one.
Okay.
Why should I wear sunscreen if it's not sunny?
Well,
the UV rays are always coming through the windows.
Contrary to popular belief,
yes,
the sun is still there, even though it's cloudy.
Yes, and when it's cloudy, the UV rays tend to be a little bit stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be deceived by what you see when you're inside. Like as we are right now, the sunlight is coming through the windows. When you're driving, you're still getting that sun exposure on the left side of your face, or even the right side if you're not driving, you're a passenger. Your hands are getting that exposure all the time because your hands are on the wheel. So just be mindful. It's always important to wear sunscreen and just do a quick wipe on your hands because it's easily forgotten. And it's one of the spots that always tells us our true age. So if you're trying to hide your age, put sunscreen on your hands, neck, and chest too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the question I accidentally missed was, why are you using what products you are using? So for instance, say you are using a vitamin C, a heavy cream, a stripping cleanser, like why do you pick out what you use? Well, we as professionals, we pick out what you're using because we know and understand the skin and we can see what's happening. So we have a real solution for you. But you as a consumer sometimes can be, I don't want to say manipulated, but influence. There you go.
By all the popular things, all the popular brands,
TikTok, and all the
ads on Instagram.
Yeah. So you need to ask yourself that. Why are you using what you're using? And if you can't answer that, try to find a professional in your area that can answer that for you. And hopefully they're honest and they'll tell you, hey, you don't even need this product. Actually, it's ruining your skin, or whatever it is. Or, hey, yeah, that's a great product, whatever it may be. But find a professional in your area that will be genuine and honest with you. Okay? Oh, we love you too, Alexis. You're the best too. But yeah, always ask yourself that question. If you have a concern and the products are not addressing that concern, why are you using it? Think of it like that. What order do I use my products in? You want to answer that?
Yeah. So a good rule of thumb to remember is, as far as applying, is going to be thinnest to thickest. So you'll cleanse, and then you'll do any of your serums next. And then the serums, of course, would be, if you have some like Stem Factor that we carry, has to be applied first. But unless it's, something like that, you would do thinnest to thickest as well with your serums. And then you can do your moisturizers and then sunscreens. Oh, and then toners after you cleanse. You can do tone because those are pretty thin. And
yes, they're almost like a water consistency. Yeah. So always cleanse first. Everything has to be put on clean skin. Otherwise, you're just layering on top of dirt and oil and makeup, right? So you want to cleanse first. And then like Hannah was saying, you use thinnest to thickest. Examples: toner, serum, moisturizer, oil, or oil and moisturizer, however your skin absorbs it better. And then, of course, sunscreen in the morning, and then just your moisturizer at night. There are some instances where people sleep in masks, and that's great. If the mask is thin enough and absorbs into the skin, you can sleep in it. Otherwise, a mask is supposed to be used as a treatment for at least 20 to 30 minutes of your evening, and then washed off, and then you apply your routine. Okay. How do I use my products? So we are talking about use a cleanser, use a serum, use a moisturizer, use an oil, but we've had questions of how do I use a serum? Well, here's a great example. Of course, cleansing has to do with water. Cleansing should be the only thing besides a mask that you are putting on your skin and removing. Everything after that stays on the skin. Toner, you're going to apply it all over, let it absorb into the skin. Serum, same thing, you apply it all over. I've had some people that are not exposed to skincare actually do it reverse. They're putting the serum on first, washing their face off because they just don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know, and that's okay. That's why we're here to teach. So you cleanse, wash off that cleanser, and then you're applying everything else onto the skin, and you're leaving it on there for the rest of your day or night. Does my teen need retinol? No. No, he, whatever, does not need retinol. Right now, their skin is so baby, it doesn't even need it. It's already being exfoliated enough. So, you have anything to add to that?
Well,
what we talked about
yesterday. Yeah, I think it also goes along with being easily influenced. Obviously, most likely your kids are going to have TikTok and they're going to see, oh, this influencer is using this. And so they think, oh, I need it. But like Nicole said, you don't always need everything that you see online. And it can also be very harmful if you do, if you are 12, 13 using a retinol or using vitamin C, things that you don't really need. And although they're good for you at that time, it's just not what you need. So there's tons of other products too that work for teens and younger kids.
So an alternative to a retinol for a teen would be like an AHA, BHA enzymes.
Exfoliating.
They don't need a retinol at all. It will strip the skin. It will thin their skin out. They will be so sensitive to the sun. If it's helping with breakouts of any sort, you really want to take this education and use something else to exfoliate. The reason why it might be helping their breakouts is because acne-prone skin, I keep getting clogged throat, sorry. It stimulates, or it actually turns over dead skin cells 5 times more than a normal person's skin. So that's probably why it might be helping what you visually see, but what you don't see, it's hurting the baby skin. Teens do not need retinol. Retinol is very harmful because it has a couple different phases to go through. In the transition of the phase, it's tearing down that skin and the barrier. That's our spiel on teens with retinol. No, use an AHA, which
more
is
gentler.
Like a salicylic, a glycolic, a mandelic, an enzyme, something that is gentle that will exfoliate the skin still. It just won't strip the barrier. So that's our spill on retinol with teens.
Yes.
And then the next question is, how does retinol work? And I kind of explained that in the last question, where retinol, it turns over your skin cells. What that means is it's exfoliating your skin. As we age, we need help with exfoliation. Acne-prone skin needs help with exfoliation. But what phase is it in, and is it going to hurt your skin? Yes, it probably will. It will thin your skin out. That's why you need a retinaldehyde. Our retinaldehydes do not have to move into different phases, does not damage the skin while it's phasing out. It only has to move and transition into one different phase. And so then it's going into your skin and doing its job. It doesn't have to chemically transform multiple times. So retinol works by exfoliating the skin, and in turn, it's stimulating new collagen to grow. So that's why a lot of people like to use it, because it's collagen stimulating by exfoliating. How do I make my skin look like glass skin?
Well,
you have to nourish it. It has to be nourished, not just stripped. You cannot do that and have a great result. I mean, a lot of people, they do the peels because they see like that glass sheen, which is great, you know, every once a year or something like that. But continuous use is thinning your skin out, and you want thick, bouncy, plump glass skin. And how you get that is by nourishing it, having an equal balance of exfoliation with what else are you putting into the skin. We are trying to get you to repair old damage. We are trying to create an energy rich environment for the new cells. We're repairing any current damage, and we're stimulating that hydration and that collagen production. So that is how you get glass skin, is by being healthy inside and by applying non-stripping, nourishing products. And drink your water and wear SPF. Yes. So that is all of our questions for our Q&A segment for today. We will have one again next week. So if you have or pop up with any questions in between now and next week, next Wednesday, go ahead and direct message us with your question, and we'll add it to our list to be able to ask next week and answer next week. I hope you all enjoyed our Q&A session. We sure did. We love giving education.
Yes.
And if you have any questions that you want to ask to dive deeper into our answers that we provided for you guys, please reach out so we can add that to our list too, and we'll dive deep next week. Okay? We hope you all have a wonderfully blessed rest of your week. Bye.